Ladies and gentlemen, this time also for our English-speaking audience, Altin Donkey welcomes you to our new traveling adventure to that city that gave the name to porn star Long John Silver. We're talking about London. Basically, Altin Donkey also heard rumors that Arsenal London Football Club also owes 5% of its share to certain criminals like Saddam Hussein, but this is only rumors and we cannot confirm this. It's 4 AM sharp and Altin Donkey's voice is not yet completely there, but he's doing his best to serve you with the morning information. We expect the very best Hamburg weather, which means 11 degrees in average and continuous rain, so we feel like home. And what Altin is going to do for you is to close 2022. It's not been the very best year, and Altin Donkey is looking forward into a bright future full of firework and donkey ladies, and he wants to take the step into the new year together with you guys. Therefore, it's time to sing my song, Follow Me, and let's have some fun together in the capital of the United Kingdom.
Ich bin Altin, der Esel, Altin, der Esel, Altin, 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 der Esel. Ich bin Altin, der Esel, Altin, der Esel, Altin, 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 der Esel. I am Altin, the donkey, Altin, the donkey, Altin, 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 the donkey. I am Altin, the donkey, Altin, the donkey, Altin, 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 the donkey.
And now, Donkey Brothers and Donkey Brotherins, Altin Donkey is always gender conform. A very warm welcome from Hamburg Airport Lounge in Christmas mode. It's probably the only place in the world that offers Jägermeister with orange juice already 5:30 AM. Altin Donkey didn't check the quality, but he would like to emphasize that today the local train in Germany and the tram train in Germany have been on time. Security gate has been passed within very short minutes, and Altin Donkey is surprised. It seems to be Christmas. And the decoration in the background also suggests the same thing. Anyway, Christmas has passed, and now Altin Donkey is getting a very short breakfast, only the orange juice without the drink, and then he will probably pass on to gate B47. Let's see if there might be the first adventure coming with the border controls, and we will report on that soon. Follow me, Donkey Brothers. Good morning, London! Altin Donkey safely arrived Heathrow Airport, and he needs to give credits to British Airways and Captain David. The flight was super smooth, and only the landing could have been improved slightly because probably Captain David had to check where the landing area really was. But for the rest of the flight, Captain David would have had the chance to win the Four Hills tournament in ski jumping, even against Halvor Egner Granerud, who's had a fantastic form at the moment. Well, going back to the start, even both border controls in Hamburg and in UK were actually without any incidents, so they also went very smooth, and Altin Donkey could use his very new European passport to go through a photographic ID control, very fancy, and everything worked great. Well, so then it's time to start the day, and today will be the legacy day of Altin Donkey's former English teacher, Miss Gerda Große, who used to torture him with knowledge about English facts. And so Altin Donkey will start to torture you in the same way. The first question is something that Altin Donkey already did wrong in the morning because he was trying to find the underground, and he asked for the subway, which is the American name for the British underground, and he already made friends by that. But the name would be London Underground. Is the oldest underground in the world, and it has a very fancy nickname given by the people living in London. And the question is, what was that nickname? Altin Donkey just got an Oyster card as well, even though he doesn't like seafood, but it allows him to use all kind of public transport in all colors and shapes. Well, not the black taxi, but the rest. Oh, the black cab, I'm very sorry. And the maximum daily rate is £6.80. So after that, all rides are free of charge, and Altin Donkey will now use it and power up. Follow me, Donkey Brothers and Sisters. Unexpectedly early, Altin Donkey sends regards from his dormitory, the Travelodge. Why unexpected? Even though Altin Donkey took almost 1.5 hours by underground, as we learned, to arrive here. It's still 9 something AM and probably normal check-in times are way later, but the very kind and warm-hearted front desk reception lady Sabrina was already getting some bonus review points for the Travelodge, offering Altin Donkey a very early check-in and also supporting on finding the right room. What else to be said? London is greeting with a very warm shower of rain, so we have 14 degrees and severe rain. But in any case, Altin Donkey is now ready to discover the city. And the only point to be solved before was that in his Oyster card he already lost 14 pounds, which is double of the normal day rate. So he needs to figure out what was wrong with that one. And then we are ready to go. Follow me, Donkey Brothers. Altin Donkey starts his tour with a very soft warm-up, which is a 180 meters high skyscraper called the Gherkin, named after, surprise, a gherkin. Altin Donkey rather feels reminded of a tool that would be found in the night shelf of bored donkey ladies. Vibration, vibration. Inspired the weather, Altin Donkey proudly presents the Tower of London in front of the camera. The full name of this building is His Majesty's Royal Palace and Fortress of the Tower of London. It's a fortress with 2 walls, which we can probably see from here. It served the British King as residence, weapons chamber, zoo, place for execution, museum, and place to manufacture coins and several other things. Has been erected in the 11th century by William the Conqueror to protect himself against the British people who didn't seem to like him a lot. He should have rather hired Altin Donkey as his personal bodyguard. That would have been more sensible. Since 1988 it's a World Heritage and it's well known to be home of the British crown jewels. However, the more important part is that Altin Donkey's crown jewels are not in an old building, but in a young British donkey lady. For more pictures and more content in that regards, follow me on Instagram and write me on OnlyFans, Dear Donkey Brothers and Sisters, of course. Back to the crown jewels. The second question of today is another Gerda Große legacy question. How are the British protectors of the crown jewels officially and by nickname called? The nickname is also just for your hint or for your advice. It's based on the protein-rich food that the guys were supposed to eat. Before closing this part, Altin Donkey wants to mention that there are 6 ravens sitting in this tower, and legend says that when they are leaving the tower, then London will die out. Therefore, the wings of the birds have been cut. Altin Donkey live from Tower of London. Altin Donkey proudly presents Tower Bridge. Every tower needs his bridge and Altin Donkey needs his donkey bit. I lost it. Anyway, London people are very smart with the idea of preventing homeless sleeping under the bridge. They built the bridge over the water so no homeless can sleep under it. Probably that's how the idiom water under the bridge has been invented. Anyway, the bridge has been constructed in 1984 and it's 65 meters high and 244 meters long. And for those who are interested, it connects South Walk and Tower Hamlets. Altin Donkey live from Tower Bridge. The third building on the spot is the Shard from the other side of the Thames River. Construction began in 2009 while the building has been opened in 2013. With 310 meters of height, it has been even the tallest building in Europe in 2012 for a short while. The architect has been a certain Renzo Piano, of course. And today it features hotels, restaurants and some office buildings. Altin Donkey, live from London. Altin Donkey reached King's Cross Station, where at a certain morning a bee celebrity started his journey to Hogwarts from platform 9 3/4. In other words, everything full of muggles, which is visible at this very, unsuccessful attempt pushing the cart through the wall. However, Altin Donkey right now established a very, elite new house with the donkey as a banner animal, and this house will be named after Altin Donkey and Antipasti. As children, you have to know, pre-food or pre-meals and pre-plays are very important. Now, leaving the shadow of Gerda Große for the questions and go to, as Dobby would say, Harry Potter. The third question of today already is, what was the name of the died wife of Aragog? In front of the camera, Altin Donkey welcomes you to Madam Tussauds wax figurine cabinet. He will watch celebrities staring or stare to wax at work. Thank you very much for pressing the picture. And all he wants to add now is that the founder, a certain Marie Großholz, was born in Strasbourg. Now enjoy the wax figurines. After almost 2 hours with Madame Tussauds, Altin Donkey has stamina, muhaha. He's found enlightenment in Piccadilly Circus, his last stop on his sightseeing tour for today. While you guys can find your personal lights and very expensive fashion brands in the background, Altin Donkey will add a fourth question of today, which is, which actor played Sherlock Holmes in the movies Sherlock Holmes, Shadow Games? And attention, it's not Benedict Cumberbatch who played Sherlock Holmes in the series Sherlock Holmes. So we are looking for the actor in the movies of the Shadow Games. Altin Donkey will finish his sightseeing tour here for today and will go back to the hotel very soon to clarify the answer to today's quiz questions with you guys. And maybe even add another one, which was for an optional stop, which has not happened. Altin Donkey live from Piccadilly Square. P.S. I also got some information on this point here, but actually I'm too lazy to pick my notes now. And actually Piccadilly Circus connects two very important parts of London, and it has already reached back, or its roots reach back to the medieval ages. But yeah, today it's like a mini version of the Times Square. Lots of lights and lots of commercial. Altin Donkey again, live from Piccadilly Circus. And now, before we finally conclude the day, Altin Donkey would like to raise the fifth question of today, which hasn't been asked on the way because we skipped the optional museum. And the question is, hang on me, another Gerda Groß legacy question. What was the name of the world-famous serial murderer who used to kill prostitutes end of 19th century in London? His identity couldn't be solved finally, but there was a main suspect, a Polish immigrant. His name was Aaron Kosminski. In London he even has his own museum, which we didn't see today. That's why the question only comes now. What Altin would like to add is that there is a final station which is called Cockfoster. Very interesting one. I think the name is programmed there. And the second interesting thought is that besides the King's Cross station, we have a place that's called St. Pancras, which seems to be a hospital, and might be the role model or the pattern for St. Mungo Hospital in Harry Potter. And Altin Donkey thinks that his former classmate Malte Pankratz might be the one who gave the name to this hospital place. So, and that being said, we can go back to the questions of today. The first question was, what was the nickname of the underground in London, which certainly is tubes. The second question was, what is the name of the guys keeping the British crown jewels officially, and the nickname coming from the food they got to eat. And the official one is Human Waters, and the unofficial one is Beef Eaters. Third question was, what was the name of Aragog's wife in Harry Potter? And the correct answer would be Mosak. Whatsoever. Next question, who was playing the Sherlock Holmes in the Shadow Game movies? Yeah, it was already said, it's not Benedict Cumberbatch, but it's no one less than Robert Downey Jr. And last but not least, the guy who has his own museum in London is certainly Jack the Ripper, and with him, Altin Donkey wishes you a very pleasant night, and we see and smell and feel each other tomorrow, guys and gays.